And we are live here from the beautiful Keating Center of the St. FX campus in wonderful Antigonish, Nova Scotia, for this contest in the girls U18 division for the tryouts for Team Nova Scotia for the Canada Games 2027. So once again, Team Powder versus Team Black here. Team Powder in the blue jerseys and Team Black in the black jerseys. And it was Team Powder who won the first opening game at a score of 2-0 with goals from Neve Robertson, the go-ahead goal, and Sophia Comstock with the empty netter to close the show last game. And Robertson and Comstock both on the first line to start this game for Team Powder. That opening first line is Robertson, Comstock, and Buffett. Second line, Driscoll, Notting, McLean. Third line, McLeod, McCormick, Lawand, and fourth line, Lord, Kearney, and McNeil. And on defense, it's Harland and Payne on the first pairing, Leslie and McIntyre on the second, and Doron and Gabriel on the third. And Team Black switching things up with Blanchard, Beaton, and White on the first line, Sangster, Jodry, and Libis on the second forward line, and the third line being Austin, McNeil, and Joseph. Fourth line, Vint, Richards, and McLean. And on defense, starting off, it's Rassong and Burris to start things off here for Team Black as we get started. And both teams with the same priorities in their coaching for the games. Establish a heavy forecheck early to try to build momentum in the offensive zone, as well as puck management skills and good communication on the ice. So it'll be a battle of wills once again on display here, as both teams with the same game plan going in, try to build a consistent mindset for Team Nova Scotia. Still in the process of making that final cut as we enter the second game, as that one taken in behind by Rassong. Rassong off the near side wall. Battle for here, taken free in by Driscoll. Driscoll a drive, save made with the blocker. By Arsenault. Olivia and Arsenault getting the start and goal for Team Black. That one taken on the near side, moved ahead. Down the ice comes Libis in there and fires a shot. That one stopped and held. Once again, it's a joy to bring you these games here live on High Button Sports. We're always glad to show up and make things happen here for exposure for these players. As McLean gets after it on the forecheck for Team Powder. And then taken near side by Sangster. Sangster on the near side wall, chipping it into the corner. Foot race for it there as Jodry gets after on the forecheck. Libis trying to work it free behind the goal. A battle there below the goal line, looking to chop it towards the net. That one steered aside. Taken onto the point. Here's Lawton. Lawton stops up, banks it off the wall with a cycle. Swung into the corner by Libis. Behind the goal, Sangster. Sangster in the corner. One picked off. Here come Team Powder the other way. That one dumped in by Notting. Getting a partial change for Team Powder. That went out all the way down for an icing call against Team Black. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Powder. Maya McCormick on the face-off dot. Getting off the draw, dumped into the corner. Mitchell trying to gain hold behind the goal. Team Powder on the cycle. Look at free, quick shot, steered aside into the corner by Arsenault. Looking on the wall, looking to clear is Joseph. Danica Joseph gets it out, foot race forward here. Almost a misplay there, close call. That one on the near side. Up the defense now for Team Black. On the ice comes Vickers. That one whistled down on the offside. Face off to take place in neutral ice here. Just outside of the Team Powder zone. John Richards on the draw for Team Black. Draw win for Team Powder, off the wall and down the ice. Icing waved off. Looking on the point, quick drive, deflected, and a pad stop for Arsenault. Behind the goal by Bourgeois. McNeil on the forecheck, drops it off to the point. Gonna work it down low. Team Powder on the attack. That one picked off by Rasson. Rasson near side. And dumped in. McLean after it. Austin McLean, they're going to spin it in front. Bank play here on the side of the goal and covered up and held for whistle and a stoppage. Worked out front, that one stopped, cleared aside. Good pressure on the shift by Team Black. Going out to neutral ice. And the chip it in was Buffett, and that one whistled down. A penalty called on the play here. Our first penalty of the game is going to go to Team Black as McLean goes off. So a power play option now for Team Powder. Now 2 minutes on the clock for the power play. Comstock on the draw. One worked in the corner. Can establish a cycle here. Black looking to clear. Late hustle there by Beaton to get it across. Went in behind the goal. Taking over the line. Turning with it now is McIntyre. Alexi McIntyre dumps it in the corner. The cycle. Minute 19 remaining on the power play. Worked onto the point. Near side for Leslie. Leslie a drive. Save made it loose in front and cleared aside. Great defensive play there. Back onto the point. Kept alive. Here's a shot through traffic. Save made. Rebound chance in front. Blocker stopped there by Arsenault, and it's cleared down the ice by Team Black as LeBlanc stops it up for defense. And the play to neutral ice. One picked up free. Drop back for the reset. Far side of Driscoll. Drops it off for defense. Across from McLean. Summer McLean. Onto the point. Back from McLean. McLean trying to center in front. Knocks it down in the midair. And that one played with a high stick. Face off in neutral ice just outside Team Black zone as McLean gets after it right away, drops it off to the point. Trying to move it across there, taken away by Blanchard. Blanchard down the wing against Gabriel. Gabriel, nice move. Drops off to Driscoll. Driscoll took a tumble there, lost her footing. As that one taken by Jodry. Jodry looking to clear, taken by Driscoll. Here comes Driscoll. Out to neutral ice. Over the line into the zone, stops up. Waits for an option here. Gonna work it off the wall. Down low from McLean. McLean stripped to the puck. Taken in by Team Black, looking to clear it. Out to neutral ice, banked off the wall and out. Foot race forward here. One taken away by Harlan. Harlan looking to clear. Back deep in strength, of course. 5-on-5 now. So we moved out to neutral ice, chipped ahead. Into the zone by McCormick. Icing waved off. Taken here by Team Black. Slipping aside is Bourgeois off the back wall. Looking free just out to neutral ice now. Tried for a backhand feed to the center there, did McNeil, but unable to cash in there. Here's McNeil again. Stripped to the puck. And ahead to Lawan. One dumped into the corner. Oh, loose puck in front. Close call there. Great defensive effort on a misplay there by Arsenault. That was a close call. Is that one taken there by McIntyre now? Lexi McIntyre. Off the wall into the zone. That one whistled down on the icing call. Off in the offensive zone for Team Black off that icing. Defensive draw win for Team Powder as they look to clear off the near side. Players tangled up there. As that moved ahead by McLean. McLean moves it across. Couldn't find the intended target. Is that one taken now by Rassong. Rassong clearing feet ahead. Picked off by the Team Powder defense in Leslie. Leslie trying to clear. Good forecheck there. Outlet to neutral ice. McNeil dumps it in on the backhand, chases it down on the forecheck. Out at the point there by Doran. Doran clears it in. That one taken out by Richards. Sean Richards down the wing. Moves wide. Holds on. Richards in the corner. 1 against 3. One taken away by Comstock. Near side for Buffett. Buffett off the wall and out. Lawton. Near side for Blanchard. Moves it across. Here's a chance. Nice move there. Couldn't complete it. So it was White dancing with it. Move near side. Picked up by Buffett. Moves it across. Back to the defense. Near side Buffett. Buffett shoots it. That one blocked in front. Back in the corner again. Nice move, trying to get it to the front. Picked off here by Team Black as White tries to clear it into the zone. Didn't get it too far, but enough for a partial change. That one taken down the ice by Harlan into the corner. Harlan spins with it. Knocked out by Mitchell. There's McLean. Summer McLean holds on. Nice shimmy and shake there. Back onto the point. Cross to Payne. Back down low. Good puck movement here, but that one taken away here by Team Black. Fired down the ice. That's going to be an icing call against Team Black. Riley Driscoll on the draw. Wins it back to the point. Driscoll again with it. Stops up. A puck moving to the offensive zone here on display by Team Powder. Is that one taken back by McIntyre as they look to reset. McIntyre. Just a couple moves. Turns back again. Resets once more on the left wing side. Centering feet in front. McLean looking to pull the trigger. Another shot. That one gloved by Arsenault. Got a piece of it. And it's back out to neutralize. McIntyre resets. Nice move by McIntyre. Going to weave her way through. Spun into the zone by Leslie. Mitchell picks it up. Team Powder. Here's McCormick. McCormick dumps it into the corner. Chipped on the near side. Outlet play. Kept alive by Team Powder. Good puck retrieval here. Centering pass. Looking to find McLeod. McLeod spins it into the corner. For Lawand. Hillary Lawand. Onto the point. Shot. The traffic off the post. They score! What a shot. All the way from the point. Posted in. And it's 1-0 Team Powder. And it's Rylan Gabriel with the goal. Not sure if it hit a stick in front of the net or not. Either way, she took the shot. Finds its way in, 1-0. Team Powder. Stopped up behind the goal by Arsenault. After a couple of good offensive shifts for Team Powder, they capitalized on that puck movement. The shot from the point. Here's another chance at the side of the goal, looking to bang away. Still loose. Taken away by Team Black. Banked off the wall. All the way down for another icing. So Team Powder very effective with the zone pressure and puck movement in the offensive zone early here, forcing some icings out of Team Black. They continue their pressure ways here in the first. The play to neutralize. Skating after it is Austin. Lila Austin. Looking in the corner. Trying to work it to the point. Cycled in by Rossong. In the near side corner. Going for an outlet play off the backboards. Banked off the near side wall, picked up by Burris. Lila Burris. Banks it off the wall to Richards. Just a little out of her reach. Down picked up here by Gibbs. Holly Gibbs. Off the wall. Didn't find the target. Banked out the near side of McNeil. Nice move. Burris on the back check. Ooh, close call there as Burris was pressured. There's another chance on the point. Shot goes wide. Richards trying to bank it off the wall and out, but it's kept alive and cycled back in by McIntyre. Team Powder with the offensive zone pressure early here. Onto the point. Here's the shot through traffic, blocked by Burris in front. McLean takes hold. Trying to pass it ahead, trying to find Vint, Rogan Vint. Out of there, works it in front. Here's a shot. That one stick aside. Rebound chance in front. That one blocked. Didn't know where the puck went for a moment. Lawton after it. Gonna center it. Onto the point. There's a shot through traffic, blocked by Buffett. Back in front of the net. There's the first elements of sustained pressure for Team Black in this game. It's one of their better shifts here. On to the point. Moving with it. Off the wall and out. But race forward here. White looking to get on the attack. Outlet to Driscoll. Driscoll skates it down. Driscoll over the line. Stops up. Looks for an option here. Hounded there by Blanchard. Here's Blanchard. On the right wing side, Blanchard shoots it. Save made, rebound chance covered up by LeBlanc for a whistle and a stoppage. Banked off the wall, finds Harlan. One taken by Notting. Notting through neutral ice. Dumps it into the corner. One whistle down on the icing call. Beaten on the draw. Notting. McCormick rather, not Notting. Onto the point. Here's a drive. Glove save on that hot shot. Face off the offensive zone once again for Team Powder. And on the far side, off the wall and out. Foot race for it here as Sangster looks to get after it against McIntyre. McIntyre on the near side. Gonna bank it off the wall. Backhand feed to Sangster. Sangster. Pass in front, here's a chance. Shot save made by LeBlanc. Taken away by Team Powder, looking to clear. Rassong clears it ahead. Battle for it just inside the blue line. I went out to neutral ice. Couple of moves there by Austin. Layla Austin waits for a change, drops it back. Team Black on the attack now. Avery McNeil looking to dance with it. Drops it off to Joseph. Joseph to the front. That went off the side of the goal. McNeil, their own zone, banks it off, gave it away. And now Team Black on the forecheck. Onto the point. Looking to continue the cycle here in the offensive zone. Back around near side. McNeil can't clear. And taken by Team Powder now. Now comes Leslie, dumping it in for the line change for Team Powder. McNeil gets after it on the forecheck. Black banking off the near side wall for Austin. Moves it ahead for Richards. Richards trying to work it free in the corner. On to the point to Mitchell. Mitchell a drive looking for a tip in front, and McLean did get a piece of it, but not enough to steer towards the goal. Here's Vint in the corner. Vickers. On the point, McLean shoots it. That one deflected by Gabriel. Gabriel takes hold. Looks to clear it ahead. Robinson trying to clear it off the wall. That one's going to be called as there was a bit of a rough there. It looks like a tripping call on the play here. It's going to be Robertson actually who's going to go to the box here. So a power play option for Team Black. Onto the point. Move to Vickers. Jade Vickers. Gets it back. Across to White. Back to Vickers. White one-timer, and she sent it wide. Close call there. Back out to neutralize. Vickers has to reset here. Near side to White. Cross to Vickers. There's Vickers weaving her way through. One whistle down on the offside. Face off and neutralized just outside of the team powder zone. Looking at tumble there on that play was Bourgeois. Let's move near side to White. White trying to move to the outside through the legs there. On fire down the ice. Stopped up by Arsenault for her defense. And Bourgeois. Claire Bourgeois. Moves out to neutralize. Moves it far side for Sangster. Sangster stops up. Back onto the point for Bourgeois. Bourgeois drive. Deflection. Save made by LeBlanc. Off the glass and out. Bourgeois takes hold. Near side for Libas. Libas across. Gets it back. Turns with it. Looking for an option here. Here's Libas. Behind the goal. Looking to center, and one-timer shot by Rassong. Steered aside. Here's Lewis again. A drive. Save made. Rebound chance. Lewis in front. They score! On the rebound. And Team Black tie the hockey game at 1 here late in the first. And that's Chloe Jodry with the goal. Just what the doctor ordered for Team Black there. Back on the board to tie it up at 1 near the close of the first. Just under a minute remaining in the opening frame. Near side off the wall. Picked up by Gabriel. Ryland Gabriel. Turns on the near side out to neutralize. Try to find Driscoll. Reset in the defensive end. Burris. Moves it ahead for Libas. Here's Libas. Shoots it. Save made. Fought off by LeBlanc. Hanging out behind the goal by Gabriel now. Gabriel finds Lewan. Hilary Lewan off the wall. Play to Driscoll. Driscoll a shot. Glove save by Arsenault. 6.9 seconds remaining in the first. One played out off the draw. Running attempt is blocked. That'll do it here for the first period of play. 1-1 after 1 between Team Powder and Team Black. You're watching the 2026 Team Nova Scotia Summer Camp live on High Button Sports. We'll be back shortly with the second period after this short intermission break for the Zamboni. Stay tuned. And 20 minutes on the clock to start the second period of play. 1-1 after one. Let's see if things open up here in the second. Joseph, McNeil, and Austin line on the ice. Forward lineup to start things off for Team Black. Well, it's Robertson, Comstock, and Buffett for Team Powder. Taken in by Buffett. Comstock after it on the forecheck. Gonna make a play there was Joseph. It's off the wall by Austin. Back into the corner it goes on the dump and chase effort for Team Powder. Team Black looking to clear out to neutralize. It's up by Harland. Harland hounded there. Off the wall, taken by Mitchell. Veronica Mitchell. Up the line by Robertson. Kicked off the near side wall. One fired in by Payne. There's Mitchell battling for it. Intercept there by Notting. Out to neutral ice. McIntyre resets. Lexi McIntyre weaves her way through, lost the handle, but follows it up in the corner. McIntyre lost it again. Intercepted. Driscoll trying to gain possession. Fired back in the corner. Notting trying to gain possession here. New block defense off the near side wall. But race for it here as Joseph looks to gain a step. Danica Joseph on the attack. Driscoll on the back check with a hold, and ice a little sticky after that flood as the puck was left behind. Driscoll gains possession. Driscoll off the wall. Neutral ice. Over the line for Team Powder as McNeil was hauled down. Over the line. In comes McLean. McLean dumps it in for Richards. Richards trying to spin it out front. One taken away by McLeod. Dumped it out. On the back check, Vickers. There's Jade Vickers. Weaving away through neutral ice. Over the line. Vickers a drive. That one blocked a rebound chance. That one blocked as well. Team Black on the attack. In the corner. Picked up by Doran. Team Powder looking to clear it out. Burris stops that up and fires it back in. Hustling after is Doran. Bangs out the near side wall all the way down the ice. An icing call against Team Powder. Burris on the shot to the point, save, loose in front, and unable to corral that was Carly Beaton. Taken by Lord now. Lord up the wing. And work her way by there. Makes another swing at it. Takes a tumble. That one taken ahead by Blanchard. Blanchard in and shoots it. One whistles wide on the deflection. Pass ahead for Lord. Lord down the wing. It's by one. Holds on. Tries a backhand shot. Burris blocked out. Another spinning play in front loose, and that one stopped by Arsenault. Move across to Payne. Payne dumps it in. Burris on the reception. Ayla Burris. Moves it up the ice. Comes Beaton. Drops it off for Libas. Libas back across. Here's a shot. That one sails over top of the goal. Another chance behind the goal. Bouncing puck. Spun in front. Covered up. As LeBlanc made the save. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Black. Taking off the draw, back and off the wall. Able to get it too far here. Battle for it on the near side. Hard check there by Lawton. On the forecheck, it's Buffett. On the point, Gibbs. Gibbs dumps it in. Get in the near side corner. Gonna work it off the wall. To neutral ice. Moved out. Here comes Sangster. Sangster a drive. Deflected save in front. Rebound, score! Chloe Jodry again. And it's 2-1 for Team Black. Team Black with their first lead of the summer camp so far. 2-1 so far. Plenty of hockey left to play. As Driscoll takes possession. One banked off the wall. Vickers looking to make a play on that. Taken by Driscoll now. In comes Driscoll. Hounded there. Chips it ahead. Stopped at the point. Shot by Leslie. Whistles wide on the deflection. Vickers. Jade Vickers behind her own goal. Moves it near side for Joseph. Danica Joseph dumps it in. On the receptionist, McIntyre. Driscoll. Going out to neutralize. Picked up by Driscoll. Driscoll 1-on-2. Against the dance. Collision there between two Team Black players. Defending against Driscoll. Now to neutralize. Taken by McLean. Allison McLean a drive. Glove save by LeBlanc. He's off in the offensive zone for Team Black. John Richards on the draw. Draw win for Richards. And picked up and skated out. Cycle back in by Team Powder as Doran got it deep. There's a chance in front of the net. Backhand shot save. Rebound chance loose in front. They bang away. It's still loose. And taken away in stride by McLean. McLean down the wing. Dances by one. Holds on. McLean tries to dance another. Now we taken away by Gabriel. Off the wall and out. Down the ice it goes as Mackenzie Rosong chases it down. That's going to be an icing call against Team Powder. Carly Beaton on the faceoff dot in the offensive zone for Team Black. Gonna work that puck loose. Burris on the point, dumps it in around. Beaton chasing it down. Kept alive for the cycle here for Team Black. Looking on the reception there by Kearney. Kearney wraps it around. Far side from McNeil. McNeil trying to clear. Pinned on the wall. Both teams trying to dig that puck loose. That one taken by Beaton. Beaton cycles it in. Trying to dig it free there was Harlan. Off the wall. Lila Burris takes hold. Looking near side for Gibbs. Making free shot. Save made. Held on to by LeBlanc. No rebound. Takes off in the offensive zone for Team Black. Chloe Jodry on the face-off dodge. She's already got 2 in this game. Here comes Robertson. Drops it off. Gonna work it out front. Below the goal line, off the wall. Here's Leslie, a drive. That one deflected wide. Battle in the corner for it here. Gibbs gets knocked down. Gonna hold at the point. Centering feet in front one time, or just whistles wide as Robertson got that off quick. Back onto the point. Here's a shot through traffic. That one blocked in front. Picked up by Buffett. Buffett banks it down low. Buffett again. Behind the goal. Going to find Comstock. Off the wall, drive from the point, blocked in front by Robertson. Friendly fire there. Is that one taken out? Reset here. Gabriel turns with it, or rather, Leslie. Leslie. Down the left wing side. Over the line. Nice couple moves. Leslie still with it. Dances behind. Looks for an option. Tries to center. Moved in by Notting. Notting left it behind. That one taken out by Team Black now. There's another shot. That one patted aside by LeBlanc. Here comes Team Powder. Driscoll lost her footing. McNeil looking to gain a step. They whistled down here. And a tripping call on the way. The goaltending changes here near the halfway point of the period as Eleanor Feltham goes in goal for Team Black, and it's Amy Field making her way to the goal for Team Powder. So 2 minutes for the power play here for Team Powder on the tripping call. Right on the point. Doran moves it across. McLean back across. Gabriel. Doran. Playing a drive. Save made by Feltham. Face off in the offensive zone. Once again for Team Powder. Minute 44 remaining on their power play. Back on the point to Gabriel. Gabriel across the Doran. To McLean. McLean to Doran. Come on. With the bump position here, drives. Let's say rebound chopped up by McLean. Another chance covered up by Feltham. She holds on. the point to Gabriel. Gabriel drive through traffic deflection and a great stop there by Felton. On the point, Gabriel looking to hold the line, unable to do so. Turns against it. Here's a chance for Team Black. Short-handed, moving in. Save made and a beauty by Field. On a great chance there by McLean, short-handed. Here comes Team Powder now. They're going to drop it off of Driscoll. Gabriel resets. Gabriel across. Picked up, banked off the wall. Doesn't get too far. Put the ball on out. Here comes Richards. Richards in. Backhand shot, save made with the pad again on the other side this time. By Amy Field. 2 highlight reel stops on 2 breakaways, short-handed for Team Black. One dumped into the corner. Just to get down is Payne, Riley Payne. There's 18 seconds remaining in the power play for Team Powder as they skate out with it now. Lawan drops it off to the point. Back across. Here's a shot. Save made. Covered and held by Felton. Face off the offensive zone for Team Powder. And worked out to neutralize. Their side for Harlan, off the wall. Dropping it in was Maya McCormick after it on the forecheck. Out to neutralize. Over the line comes Beaton, Carly Beaton. Drops it up. McNeil on the reception. Back in the corner it goes again. Good hustle by Team Black here on the forecheck. We're back to even strength 5-on-5. It's 100 feet in front. They score! What a play on the takeaway. Pass in front. And Lydia Libas made no mistake ripping it top corner for Team Black. They lead 3-1 here in the second. Into the defensive end for Team Powder. It's off the wall. It's up by Florida Gale McNeil. Interception. Close call there. McNeil on the back check. McIntyre looking to clear it. All down there. Have to neutralize. That's near side for Libas. Lydia Libas. On the point. Drops it off. Gets it back. After it is Jodry. Jodry pinned to the wall. Team Powder trying to get her off the puck. Taking the corner by Blanchard. Or rather Sangster. Here's McNeil. Near side for McIntyre. Jumping up on the play, McIntyre holds on, shoots it, and that one deflected wide. Buffett looking to work it in deep. Taken away by Lawton. Lawton spins with it. Back for his defensive partner in Holly Gibbs. One cleared out to neutralize. Interception. Here comes Sangster. Sangster a drive, pad stop for Field. Back onto the point. Lawton. Lawton a shot through distance. That one, a weak one, went wide. to neutral ice. Heather Lawton swings it ahead. Interception. Here comes McNeil over the line. McNeil with a backhand behind the goal. Holds on. Looking for a ride there by Gabriel. Onto the point. Vickers moves it across. Shot towards the front. That one blocked by Doran. Out to Robertson. Robertson lost the handle on that one. Pass to McNeil. Avery McNeil. Going to cycle it in front. Moved aside by Field for a defense. Good pressure here by Team Black. Vickers off the point, trying to get a hold of that puck. McLean drops it for Robertson. McLean gets it back. Near side Gabriel. Rylan Gabriel trying to dump it in. Foot racing forward in the corner as Mitchell gets back. Veronica Mitchell trying to dig that puck loose. Bit of a stalemate on the boards here as they try to move that puck. Driscoll gains possession. Driscoll behind the goal. In the near side corner. Onto the point. Harlan back for Driscoll. Driscoll a drive. That one blocked. Feed across to McLean. A drive. That one blocked as well. One taken out to neutral ice. Reset here for Team Powder as it's dumped into the corner. Vickers on the chase. Back in it goes. Good pressure by Team Powder here as we near the final 4 minutes of the second period of regulation. On the point, it's Harlan. Moves it across. Here's McLean. A drive. That one blocked aside by Felton. Vickers trying to battle it free. There's Vickers at their neutral ice. 1-on-3, and they drop it off. Reset here for Team Black. Good puck movement. Changing positions. There's Bourgeois. Fired it over top of the goal. Gonna work it loose behind the goal. And McCormick was hauled down there, no call. Is that one taken in by McLean? McLean drops it off to Vint. Onto the point. Near side for Bourgeois. Bourgeois cycles it in deep. Team Black on the attack now. Looking to establish that cycle. White knocks her woman down. Taken into the zone, fired in by McCormick. Up near side for Bourgeois. Bourgeois dances with it. White on the near side. Taken out off the wall. Skating it is Kearney. Kearney a drive off the crossbar. She beat Feltham clean on the short side, but that one almost square with the iron. Going into the corner. Taking it a lot by McIntyre. McIntyre. The wall and out. Here comes White. 1-on-1. Dances wide. Holds on. White. Couldn't get by the defense. Good positioning there. Here comes McNeil. Through neutral ice. Dumps it into the corner as Gibbs chases it down. Gibbs left to puck behind. Gets it back. Holly Gibbs. Turns and looks for a better option here. She makes it there. Libas touched it in deep. McNeil takes hold. Or rather, Gabriel. Banked off the near side wall by Robertson. Robertson shoots it and whistled that wide. Good diversion in front. Outlet play for Libas. Gabriel on the reception. Rylan Gabriel. Pass far side. Finds Buffett. Buffett into the corner. Buffett checked into the wall by Mitchell. Looking for a lead pass there. Picked up by Jodry. Jodry shot. Pad stop rebound chance in front. Taken by Sangster. Sangster finds Libas. Libas. Onto the point to Lawton. Back down for Jodry. Gonna find Lawton again. There's Jodry, a draw. Deflected wide. Close call there. Just 17 seconds remaining here in the second period of play. One taken by Buffett, looking to clear. Good pressure here at the close of the second by Team Black. One last rush here for Team Powder. Dumped in the corner. That'll do it here for the second period of play. 3-1 lead for Team Black after 2 periods of regulation. We'll be back after this short intermission break as the Zamboni floods the ice surface. You're watching the 2026 Team Nova Scotia Summer Camp for Team Nova Scotia live on High Button Sports. Stay tuned for the third period of play. So a little update, folks. The Zamboni was down for maintenance here, and so unable to flood the ice surface between the second and third. We'll see how things develop here. I'm going to continue with the game nonetheless. The third period, a little bit more choppy ice to play with, so see how the players adjust for this final period of regulation. 3-1 lead for Team Black after 2. We got things underway here. One taken off the draw by Joseph. Joseph takes a tumble there at center ice. Robertson trying to clear. Near side picked up by Payne. Payne off the wall. Work it loose here is Comstock. Near side for Robertson. Robertson. Back for Comstock. Behind the goal. Use it for Buffett. Buffett. Drops it off to the point. Shot through traffic, blocked in front. Shot back in there by Payne. Off the backboards, picked up by Rassong. Upped off. Out the pass by Bourgeois all the way down on the deflection. So no icing called. Marley Payne. Drops off for Harlan. Harlan trying to dig it loose. Have to neutralize McLean. Holds onto it. McLean. One taken away by Payne. Near side McLean. Summer McLean. The battle at free. Gets knocked down. Pass onto the point. Drive by Gibbs. Deflection off the mask of Field into the corner. One taken here by Notting. Morgan Notting. Off the backboards. Taken by McIntyre. McIntyre. Gibbs on the point. Gibbs a drive. Pad stop by Field. McLean. Pass ahead. Here's Driscoll. Trying to break free. Driscoll moves wide. Shoots it. Save made. Rebound chance. Loose in front. McIntyre trying to pull the trigger. Taken away by White. White left it for Blanchard. Blanchard over the line. Stops up. Blanchard still with it. Shoots it. Deflected wide. 2 deflections there. As Leslie tries to gain hold. Leslie moves it across. Intercepted by Lawton. Lawton skating in. Stopped up by Leslie. Leslie. He's out to neutralize. Banks into the corner. Mitchell. Looking out to neutralize. Shot through traffic, blocked in front. Here comes McCormick down the wing. Ryan McCormick. Spins into the corner as Vickers makes chase. Vickers. Jade Vickers. Out to neutralize with speed. Vickers over the line. Shoots it. Glove stop. Rebound chance. Let's put it into the corner. Neal trying to gain a step. Vickers on the point. Vickers a shot. Whistled out wide. Lord trying to clear. Picked up by Jodry. That one fired out into the stands for a stoppage in play. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Black. Chloe Jodry on the draw. Now to neutralize. Kearney drops it off in front. McNeil a drive, patted aside by Felton. Worked in behind the goal. On to the point. Back across for Payne. Marley Payne. Cycles in the corner. Bourgeois after it. Taken by Vickers. Jade Vickers. Off the near side wall. Over the line, here's a chance. Jobbery looking to work in, couldn't get the shot away. Have to neutralize again. Lila Burris skates it down. Here's Burris. One picked up by Robertson. Played offside against Team Powder. That one taken by Libas. Moves it across for Austin. Lila Austin. In the corner. Austin. Bumped there. Here's Austin again. On to the point to Rossong. Cross to Burris. Burris a drive. Deflected in front. Loose. Rossong again. Cycles it in. Knock off the wall. Rossong on the point. Cross to Burris. Back to Rossong. Rossong a shot. Deflected in front. Loose. Neal trying to get a shot away. Taken by Robertson. Robertson skates it out. Tangled up with Burris. Here comes a shot, blockered aside by Felton. Behind the goal. Robertson cycles it in for Buffett. Buffett tangled up with McNeil. Back in the far corner, Robertson. Onto the point. There's Gabriel to Robertson. Robertson a shot, deflection save, rebound chance, squared away by McNeil. McNeil off the wall and out, down the ice. There's that one whistled down on the icing call. Face off in the offensive zone for Team Powder. One taken out and down the ice by McLean. McLean on the wing. Dances free. McLean a shot. Stick save. Rebound chance loose in front. McLean again a backhand shot. That one stopped. Taken away by Team Powder. After neutralized, trying to find Driscoll. Knocked down on the play. That's going to be called. A body checking penalty. We'll face a power play option here for Team Powder, trying to climb within one here with plenty of hockey left to play at 13:21 remaining in the third. On the point to Gabriel. Gabriel holds on, drops it off, gets it back. Ryan Gabriel. Shot there, blocked into the netting for stoppage and play by Felton. Face off in the offensive zone here for Team Powder. .14 remaining. 1:14 remaining in the power play. Back up top. Shot through traffic, save made. Held on to I felt him. Onto the point. Here's Harland. Makes it off the wall. Harland again. Kearney. Walked onto the point. Close call there. Gathered in by Vint and clear out and down the ice. Look out. Beaton's trying to get away. Getting below the goal line. Near side to Payne. Riley Payne. Finds McNeil. Flora-Gale McNeil down the wing. And below the goal line. Yanked off the wall. That one escapes out to neutral ice. Near side for Kearney. Kearney over the line. Battle in the corner here. Out to neutral ice. McIntyre. Moves it ahead to Robertson. Robertson over the line. One cleared out to neutral ice all the way down. No icing as we are still short-handed for Team Black. And off the wall, Burris stops it up. Back to even strength 5-on-5. Here's Robertson. Cycles it in deep. Burris. Pushed up by White. White down the right wing side. Dumps it in, goes for a change. McIntyre on the intercept. Lexi McIntyre. Through neutral ice. Weaves her way over the line. Dances with it, holds on. Into the corner. On the point to Driscoll. Driscoll spins with it, lost the handle. Picked up in relief by Notting. After this Jodry. Jodry trying to get a step. Near side to McLean. Summer McLean. Stops up. Moves it across. Here's a chance. In front of the net. Shot. They score! One-time feed in front. And it's Driscoll with the goal to make it 3-2. Dropped off to Durant. Near side for McLean. These are for Driscoll. Driscoll in. Driscoll moves wide. Back below the goal line. Driscoll still with it. Onto the point to Payne. Worked out front. Driscoll, a backhand shot. That one steered aside by Feltham. Back in the corner. feed by Joseph. They got Joseph trying to clear it ahead. Got to neutralize. Taken here by Bourgeois. Bourgeois fires it off the wall. One swung in by Joseph. She goes for a change. As Payne gets it on the reception. One off the backboards. Finds Payne. Marley Payne. To Evelyn McLeod. McLeod. Gonna work to neutralize. The near side wall. It's up here by Payne. Payne trying to make a move. Knocked off the puck by McLean. Lead pass ahead. Trying to spring McNeil. Flora Gale McNeil. Nice move. Stops in the corner. Bourgeois trying to get a step. Here's Brassong. Brassong after it. Intercepted by McIntyre. Moves it ahead. McNeil. Nice move. To the net. Save made by Feltham. Trying behind the goal for Burris. Lala Burris. To neutralize. Spun in the corner by Beaton. On the reception, McIntyre. Lexi McIntyre. Over the line, dumps it into the corner. Gibbs takes hold. Burris. Interception. There's a chance for Team Powder now. Moving into the corner. Hillary LaWand on it. Dropped off for Leslie, a drive, save made by Feltham. One off the wall. Keep it alive. Trying to keep it alive here. Our Team Powder. And worked out in front. Here's Burris. Lila Burris. Over the line. Drops it off. Oh, the official took a tumble there. There's a pass in front. Here come Team Black the other way. On the line is Lawton. Lawton into the corner. Taken away by Doran. Doran looking to clear. Intercepted on McLean. Summer McLean behind the goal. Holds on. Tries to saucer it across. Picked up by Driscoll. Driscoll. Team Powder looking to stay on the attack here and get that game-tying goal. Here's Driscoll. Moves wide. Turns with it. In the corner, McLean. McLean onto the point. Gabriel. Shot through traffic, goes wide. Driscoll trying to center. Here come Team Black the other way. Hustling after is Gabriel. 15. Front of the net, shot goes wide as Jobby got it across. Wrapped onto the boards. Here's Bourgeois. Back in for Sangster. And a delayed penalty on the way here. Cross-checking penalty. That's going against Lydia Libis. She goes to the box. A power play opportunity now at an opportune time for Team Powder. Still down by a goal here with 5:09 remaining in regulation. Tie up on the face-off, taken by McNeil. The wall, hustle after it here. Down the ice by Lawand, Hillary Lawand. Comes in the corner. It's after it. And across, open side shot, save made by Feltham. Cleared down the ice by Team Black. Close call there on that pass. Luckily, the defense is in good position. A hard check there in the corner. That's going to be called. Team Black going to go the penalty again. That one cleared in the corner for McCormick. And Team Black touch it up. And a body checking penalty on the way. Now a 5-on-3 advantage for a minute 23 for Team Powder. A huge opportunity here. So a false start to the draw here. Out to neutralize. McIntyre chases it down. Moxie McIntyre. Rear side for Leslie. Leslie holds on. Still with it. Drops it off from McNeil. Point for McIntyre. McIntyre winds, drops it off. Here's a shot that went over top of the goal. McNeil. Poke check by Burris. 45 seconds left in 5-on-3. Shot there, goes wide. Leslie. On top of the circle. Drops it off for McIntyre. Back for Leslie. Leslie a drive. Deflected in front. It's loose. Shot save made. Point blank by Feltham. Taken by McNeil. Neal. Back onto the point. McIntyre shoots it. Blocked in front. Hustling after it here. It could be a shorthanded opportunity. Getting after his Rassong on the back check there. Was Leslie getting it back. There's Leslie. Over the line. Back to 5-on-4 now as there's 30 seconds left in the advantage here on 5-on-4 for Team Powder. Back down low, behind the goal. Gonna send that pass in front. Here's Robertson, a drive. Save made with the stick by Feltham. Here's Buffett. Is it across to Gabriel? Gabriel, checked by Gibbs. Battle in the corner for it here. We're back to even strength 5-on-5. As Rogan Vink back into the play. Back onto the point. Gabriel drops it off. Dump back into the corner. Off the wall and out. Here comes a chance shot. That one whistled over top of the goal by White. Robertson. White trying to get a stick. White trying to move it ahead. One taken away. We'll move it out is Nodding. Go to neutralize. Out to Driscoll. Driscoll checked there. Here comes White. Down the left wing side. Just a minute 30 remaining here in the third. Driscoll trying to move ahead. Dunked into the corner. Taken by Payne. Marley Payne. Pass is picked off. Heather Lawton after it. In the corner. Just nearing the final minute of regulation. Here's Gabriel. Stops up, looks for an option here. Lobbed into the ceiling beam for a stoppage in play. Face off the offensive zone for Team Black. Lumped into the corner. Goaltender Amy Field onto the bench of the extra attacker for Team Powder with 40 seconds to go. 6 on 5. Looking behind the goal. McNeil trying to center in front. Lose a shot. Save made. I felt him. I was so excited I forgot to start the clock, folks. My apologies. We're down to 30 seconds remaining. A timeout being called on behalf of Team Powder with 30 seconds remaining. So looking to draw up a play near the close of this one. If you're Team Powder, you want to win that draw, get puck possession in the offensive zone. And make yourself room for an opportunity, possibly a shot from the point for traffic. Try to rush the net. Off the jaw, wrapped around the near side. Moved up front, close call there. Empty net waiting here for Sangster, and she ices the game for Team Black. 4-2. Taken away by Libas. Drops it off for Jodry. Jodry into the corner. Trying to dig that puck loose. Just 5 seconds to go here. Onto the point. Vickers a drive. That would whistle wide. That'll do it here. Game 2 goes to Team Black. 4-2 the final score. And looks like the Zamboni is back in action, so we will get a flood of the ice surface before the next game coming at you live. As the boys U16, Team Powder and Team Black take on each other for that second game of this Team Nova Scotia camp. This has been Brendan Maloney from High Button Sports. Thanking you for tuning into this one, and we'll see you in the next one.